Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boo. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boo. I mean, day walking, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Michael's prime is slam time.
Yeah. Those stars.
Bonus, where to go?
Yeah.
Those
stars. Yeah.
Jordan jams in your face. I'm gonna put them in their place. Blue light, crunch time. We will score just in time. Showstopper. Big swing, Bo's the man. Gonna hit a grand slam.
Bo's gonna punch you in your face. Stop beefing about his resume. Pro Stars.
Pro Stars. It's all about helping kids.
Let's help the kids. Let's help those damn kids. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I don't know, YouTube might hit me for that. Who cares? Y'all remember this? Pro Stars, Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, and the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Well, the remix is they're bringing it back in 2025, and Bud Crawford will be the fourth Pro Star. Let's do this roll call. Bud knows boxing. Oh, my God, I'm trolling this morning. Skinny Too Litty, salute. Vince Viborn, Mark Wunderlich, G. McCall, Jim Diamond, Dal Anderson, Dion next up. My brother, Trill Well. Go subscribe to my brother, Trill Well. Let's keep this going. My brother reached 10K yesterday. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? My brother hit 10K. Take that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Jalen Hudson in the building. Mind of Monta Musa. Salute. Beezy, what's going on? Young Abel in the building. Yeah, Young Abel. Yeah. You was in the building yesterday. I was listening. Sid Mark, you sound strange when you curse though. I ain't even gonna hold you. Not an 86. Salute to you in that super chat early. Salute. He says salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Salute to you, good brother. Thank you. Shaquilla Fields, salute Queen. How are you? Stormy is in the building. Go subscribe. This is his third channel, Stormy B Man's Temple of Culture and Entertainment. Kick your feet up when you don't want to F with boxing, because there's a lot of boxing, but sometimes you need a break. Go there and kick your feet up and just talk about old films, westerns, kung fu. Just get entertained, man. Sometimes you got to kick your feet up. You remember those days you just sit around and just talk about old films with your friends and just eating snacks and just talking? You know, it's called socializing. A lot of kids, you know, y'all Especially you ladies. Some of you ladies, your hobbies don't include things that make you broke. Go, fellas, go ask a woman what she does for a hobby. I'm not talking about the chicks that came up in our era. I'm talking about the chicks that are not married. The chicks that were born in the 2000s. Go ask them what you do for a hobby. It always involves them, you know, at a club somewhere. It's like, oh, you spending money to impress people you don't like and don't know. For what? You don't like dancing that much. You don't even do that well. Just like being outside. Drinks are like $15. And don't tell me you got $15 and you're talking about robbing Walmart. That's an interesting conversation. Are the clubs going to close down on the 1st? Because welfare is at a halt. But who be in the clubs? The men be in the clubs, but, you know, brothers got jobs. I ain't see a lot of brothers beefing about welfare. I see these women on TikTok beefing about welfare. Y'all beefing about welfare. So is the clubs gonna suffer? Y'all, because y'all hair and nails be done and y'all be in the clubs. Who's buying those drinks? I'm just asking. They accept EBT at these clubs? I don't know. I ain't been there in a million years. Shout out to y'all making it happen. Don't tell me what your priorities are. Show me where you spend your money and I'll tell you what your priorities are. Jim Diamond in that super chat, salute. He said, payday appreciation. Thank you for your hard work, man. I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you so much, brother. I grind, man. I grind. T. Berry, salute. Where you been? Salute to you. Mr. Shelton. What's going on, brother? How are you? Abdullah, what up? Feed Me More says, StreamYard link. I don't know who you are. Dez, what up, Dez? Thomas, what's good, brother? Junior Boxer, what up, man? Yes, sir. Steve Elder Mack in the building. Salute. Freedom's March, salute. Let's get to it, man. You know, I don't really have a point this morning other than, you know, if they were to bring back, oh, you said you want to come up and chat. You know, this morning's not the morning for that. So, you know, when I drop a link, you could come up, you know, we can have a conversation. What exactly do you want to talk about? Eric Jordan, Chaz Bleak, 4-Hour Sniper in the building, salute. Why can't we celebrate Bud like how everyone else celebrates everyone else? You said, bro, you want to come up and check you? Well, I'm reading what you said. Let's read what you said. Bro, I told you want to come up and check you. I'm a boxer. You need to be checked. And then he says, you trashed Bud. Are you reading the room? Are you reading the room? And ladies and gentlemen, he joined YouTube 11 years ago. He's a real channel. Are you reading the room? Are you reading the room? Are you reading the room? What are you, first of all, I don't care if you're a boxer or not. That means nothing to me. Jared, what up, brother? Trashed Bud. You know what? Let him sit there. Because if you are a boxer, your defense sucks because obviously you suffer from CTE. But let him sit there. Ratchet, what up, Ratchet? Let him sit there. Let me go ahead with my show. Stupid ass. He says, yeah, bro, I did read the room. You are that Nigerian American guy from Alabama. You trashed Deontay Wilder and Terry. Like I said, see, everyone put CTE in the chat. Everyone put CTE in the chat. Go ahead. I'm not moving the show until y'all do it. And don't block him. Don't block him. Leave him right there. Leave him right there. Oh, my God. Put CTE in caps in the chat for him. Oh, shit. I'm Nigerian now. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm Nigerian now, y'all. Okay, let's help him along. Let's help him along. Because, you know, hard ERs need attention. So let's give it to him. Because I trashed my brother Deontay.
All right, now listen, I got an announcement to make. All right, it's becoming, listen, now Champ been ducking me for about 3 years.
No problem.
All right, now look.
No problem.
Drew Titan versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. All right, November 84th.
Damn, 84.
All right.
Hold on, Drew. Hold up.
It's the 84. 84.
All right.
The 84th. I'm supposed to be on the 84th because me and Champ supposed to be in a thumb wrestling match.
Get your tickets
That's
now.
April the 8th.
It's going to be on Mars. So if you leave now, then you know, Bob Irwin, I done spoke to his ass.
Yeah.
The line I hear is Mars. Go now. All right? Tickets are $10,000 for
Champ, look at
the
my
nosebleed.
Look at my angry fight face.
Cash at me.
The first outer space boxing match.
You cash at me at Drew Titan LLC.
Goofy laugh.
Y'all decide, just cash at me. Not him, he don't need it. Me.
My angry face.
Cash at the brother.
Hold on.
I'm trying to retire, y'all. Come on. I'm trying to retire. Help a brother.
Move!
I didn't know I was Nigerian, y'all. I just learned something. I asked y'all not to block that fool. Unblock him. Unblock him. Unblock him. Here's what I'm gonna do. All right, I made him a moderator, so you're unblocked. And now I'm gonna remove you as a moderator. So now you can type. Now you can type. Word up, FA is my FA Jog was my cousin or some shit. Look at this. Yo, what's wrong with you, bro? I attract the weirdest people. Ain't that crazy? He says, yes, you are Nigerian. You said you was Yoruba from the South and don't like Terrence because he's dark-skinned Nigerian and is related to Joe. All right, CTE. I don't know what this dude's talking about, but all of these 11 years, he has a YouTube channel with the V is for Vendetta face mask, and he got up this morning to troll me. But leave him there. Leave him there. Here's what I wanted to discuss this morning. Basically, we should be in the midst of celebration, man. What can't Bud do? I was on Instagram, and I saw this brother. Y'all ready for this? Y'all follow Bud on Instagram? This brother was dressed up like a samurai in a class, and he was giving somebody that work with a bokan. You know what a bokan is? Like a wooden sword. Now, I'm no expert in the samuraisms, if that's even a word, but goddamn. Yeah, someone backed into a corner. I said, you know what? What can't this brother do? Then I scrolled down He's on stage dancing like salsa on stage. What can't this man do? What can't this man do? So the joke is, behind every joke, when there's some realism, that's what makes a joke funny. Y'all remember the 90s? Bo knows. Bo Jackson played 2 sports. He played football and baseball. And I think he did it at the same time. And the thing was, Bo Jackson knew everything. Y'all remember Bo knows? Bo knows bowling. Bo knows good sneakers. Bo knows steaks. Bo knows chicken. Bo knows good tailors. Remember that? Hashtag Bud knows. What can't this man do? So just a while ago, guys like Tank and Canelo and Lomachenko, those guys could beat the world. You remember that? Why isn't Bud getting the same treatment? Big F, salute. Yep. Thank you, Big F. He was an all-star in both sports, by the way. In both sports. He said Bo knows F1. It was crazy. It was crazy. While y'all at it, y'all go ahead and subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. Let me grab that link for you. I'm forcing the numbers up there. I got a lot of plans for that. Right now, I triple cast on there, but that's my nerd channel. But it's also my backup channel. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. Let me pin that on both my pages on the Painful Excellence Podcast. And y'all could subscribe to the Painful Excellence Podcast too while you're at it. That's I dual cast on it because YouTube is ridiculous. And go subscribe to my Patreon. I take the gloves off there. I play the music I want. And I say what I want. Thank you, Tay. Much love. Thank you. Village Brother, salute. Delano, salute. Salute. You know what I mean? We working over here. And YouTube's on the ropes. So I just got some news this morning, too. Ooh-wee. Village Brother, I just found out this morning that I'm Nigerian. And I hate Deontay and Bud because of their dark skin. And he said, what did he say I was? I was Yoruba. I was Yoruba African or something. What did he say? What did he say? He said, I am Nigerian. What did he say? You are Nigerian. Wait, you are Nigerian. Are you? Okay, let's read it. You are Nigerian. Are you jealous of Terrence Crawford because he's Nigerian and doesn't have knee issues due to pure blood and has him in blood he has in him, but you yourself as Nigerian American from Alabama? One more time, y'all. Put CTE in the chat. Put CTE in the chat. My brother Eric Jordan, that super chat, much love. He says Miguel keeps clapping these musty asses teeth. Hashtag Bukaki. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I bring them out, don't I? Miguel! Dude, just ask for it.
Bukaki.
The answer's no. I'm a straight American male. I'm a straight American male. I'm going to tell you no, but just get it off your chest. Like you wipe it off when you leave Jerome's room. Oh my God.
Bukaki.
Oh my God.
What are you, a homo?
Gotta be. Gotta be. Gotta be. BBO, salute. Gotta be. Gotta be. Well, anyway, this is a celebration, man. So join in. What's this clown's name again? What is your name? You got CTE this morning. Feed me more zone. Okay, well, I don't know what you've been eating, but this is a celebration. Calm down, take your pill, because we're celebrating Bud this morning. You see, I'm going to talk Bud up. there's a lot of there's a lot of things we could be talking about. You know, we could be talking about we could be doing shit like critiquing his resume. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna celebrate this brother. Bernie was on the show. Oh no, Village Brother, leave him there. Leave him there. Let him talk. I like to let the fools talk for a little while. When it gets out of hand, you know, goes to show you. His page 11 years old. He watches me. He says with knee problems. Yeah, I have a little knee issue, but I'm okay. That'll be worked out. But he's one of those guys that watches me and he's sexually attracted. He is sexually attracted to me, sexually. You know, he has nothing of any significance to add to the conversation that we're having. Here I am celebrating Bud, and he comes in there. He can't stand the fact that I'm celebrating this brother, whereas there are a lot of people who are not. And I'm celebrating this brother, and I'm doing it in a joking manner. And he wants to come in here, and I bet you he's black. He wants to come in here and live in dysfunction. I'm not gonna let him do it. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gotta block him. Let him sit here, and while I talk up Bud Crawford, he's in his fantasy world because he wants to attack me personally. It's not even about Bud or Deontay. It's about me. See, he didn't know that, you know, we have access to Deontay. We have access to our brother. When the world was against that brother, who stood in the pocket for him? We did. When the world was against Bud, we stood in the pocket for him. I had my not situations with Bud. I questioned his business mind. But I always doubled down and said, look, man, Bud's a bad mofo, man. Bud's a bad mofo. It's a man down over here, but he could beat Errol. And my guy, he smoked Errol. Errol's my guy, but we saw what we saw. We saw what we saw. And I said, man, yo, look, he left no doubt. And the more I want to talk this brother up, I keep seeing these videos popping up of people talking about, oh, his resume. Look. You can talk about it if you want to. If you want to. I'm saying, Professor X, salute. I appreciate you, brother. Much love. I'm telling you, I don't care to. Because we can also question Canelo Alvarez's resume and his career choices. And to a lot of Mexican supporters of the sport, they do question it. But you know what? They're always drowned out by the fanatics that support Canelo unconditionally. Unconditionally, y'all. Unconditionally. Now, while I'm on this, let me see if I can pull this up. I was sent a video yesterday. And let me see if I'm gonna scroll down, see if I can find it. Because it was yesterday. Bomac was on the Boxing Voice yesterday. And here it is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fair use this. So this was the video is called Bomac Goes In on Two Tone. Now I don't really watch the Boxing Voice. Of course, they're a huge channel. You know, salute to him, salute to Ness. But I'm gonna play a conversation that was had between Two Tone and Bomac. And I want y'all to listen. And I'm gonna point some things out. All right. And there's also men, I need you to pay attention to what this brother Two Tone does at the very end. So I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna point it out, and I want you to pay attention. All right.
My got a tab in there. Can you put it to it?
I don't know your table. I thought you order new one.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know if you have. I will check your table.
Okay.
The GOAT.
What's up, y'all?
What up, coach?
No, I'm on. What's up?
How we doing, Bob Mac?
Chilling.
How you doing?
What's up?
I'm doing good. Who all on the phone here?
We got Two-Tone, who you asking for, Rico from the UK, who you took a picture with, L Star from Atlanta, and obviously myself.
Okay.
What's
okay,
up, Bo Mac?
Good. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
I mean,
Now,
you gonna go?
What's the guy name in?
Can I-
Yeah, that's
his name?
Tone. That's Tone. Two-Tone, the
Tone,
superstar.
man, why you always hating on Bud, man?
I've never hated on Bud.
Man, stop,
That's
man. I
a-
just seen your little, what's the name?
His short with
last
saying
post-
he got
the
19
last
car
post that
accidents.
Boxing. You said what?
The one where he said Bud got Earl off of 19 car accidents.
Exactly. It's like he always moving the goalposts back, man. Everything. Every time you talk about Bud, dog, you always try to move the goalposts back. Won't you let the man be great, brother?
He is great. I said he's
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you.
But let me say this, and let me be very, very upfront about this. After Errol flipped his car, did he not fight Danny Garcia? After he flipped his car, he said, I'm fighting Danny Garcia. I recall saying, oh shit, no, bro, not Danny. We don't know if your limbs is working correctly, man. Not Danny. Danny fuck around and knock your head off, man. I know I said that. I said, hey, Errol, what the fuck? Nah, don't do that. Don't do it, champ. Nah. And he went in there and he beat Danny up. And I say this respectfully. Shout out to Danny, but Danny didn't win that fight. And then after that fight, what did we all say? I know what I said. I said, well, I guess Errol's back. Car accident, schmar accident. Means nothing now. He's good. And I said, hey, man, he going to beat Bud. I said that. And then I went to the fight. And by the way, I went to the fight and also purchased 2 pay-per-views. I was in Vegas, so I paid for the fight. And I bought it for 2 homes back in New York. I'm a real supporter, ladies and gentlemen. Never hated Bud. I just picked Errol to win. And I don't mind being wrong. I never said Bud was trash. So the car accident excuse, what I'm telling y'all, is it's not real to me. The car accident excuse is not real to me. Now, I say this respectfully. I don't know who this brother in the middle is. His name is Two-Tone. I don't know him. But Bo Mac is saying that that's what he said. Bud got Errol after he flipped his car or something. I'm just saying that I don't buy into that. That was never my excuse for why Errol lost that fight. It was never. But let's go ahead.
Question.
Yeah.
I want you to pull up any saying that you saying about Bud being great without having a back say so about it or some type of small diss. Can you pull it up? Ness, can you pull it up?
I got
He
a whole
can't do that. He can't do that because there's not.
Rico, hold on, gang. I got 2 podcasts where I said Bud was top 5 Mount Rushmore, and I came on this show and I said Bud's top 5. Respectfully, I said it. I said he top 5.
I ain't heard it. So if you might be right, but I ain't heard it. Every time I hear you talk, you're always killing Bud, dog. You're always killing Bud. You always move the goalpost back. And one thing that you said that I don't like, oh, Bud, get him at the right time, or Bud, get him at the right time. Well, come on, man. Come on, dog. It's boxing. It's boxing. It's about who available. It's about who's being the best. Every time Bud moves up from 140, 135, 140, 147 to 154 to 168, he gets the champion.
Okay. Now. Oh, Big S says Two-Tone is a Ryan knee-pad boy? Okay, I didn't know that. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. If he's like that, then he got to live with that. He got to live with that. That's crazy. Now, y'all want me to critique what Bomac just said, or do you want me to leave it alone? Because I could, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. You know why? Because I'd rather talk Bud up. Because if Loma fans can ignore things, Anthony, what up? Jimmy, what up? If Loma fans can ignore certain things, and Canelo fans can ignore everything, and Ryan fans can ignore everything, and Golovkin fans can ignore everything, and AJ fans can ignore everything, I'm going to ignore everything. There's a message this morning. Des says Two-Tone is also a pay-per-view show. Well, y'all know a lot about this. I don't know who this guy is. Thomas said he's a hater. Really? I don't know him. But let me ask you a question. Does he have over 100,000 subs? Because hating is profitable. Hating is profitable. Y'all know that, right? Yeah. Kev, what up, Kev? Oh, Shelton say he's a coon. Okay, I don't know him. Lada, salute. I don't know him. I don't know him. But hating will get you subs. I could have been had 50,000 subs if I was on the other side of things. But, you know, I got to look at myself in the mirror. And although I'm fucking handsome, chill. When you look a little deeper, it's like, oh, man, it's disgusting. Sam Max, salute. Oh, he said he's in the same boat as Taco Hat. Oh, he's a coon. Okay, I don't know him. I'm saying I don't know him. He has about 10K. It'll be 20K soon. So this is why he said this show is for casuals. Wow. So this is why he's on the panel with Ness. He's boosting his brand, right? And this is what they do. But let's get back to it. This is what I'm saying. Bomac just said something, and I don't even care to dispute it. I don't care to. KP, what up, man? What up, brother? I am Bra, salute. I don't care to dispute it. Because a lot of these fighters have fan bases that don't want to even listen to anything. So I'm cool with it. So I don't even care to challenge Bomac or anything. I don't care to. But let's listen.
He don't get no tune-up fights. He don't ask for tune-up fights. Am I right or wrong?
And by the way, I don't want to give the haters any ammunition. Y'all don't deserve my brilliant mind. Do the research. But it's hard to research things when you're biased and you're filled with hatred.
Well, I mean, Madrimov was a champion.
Am I right or wrong? Is he Madrimov, was he a champion or not?
He was a champion. Yes, he was.
Okay, all right then. So that take care of that. What about 47? When he moved up to 47, what did he do? What did he do? Who did he beat?
He beat Jeff Horn.
Okay, all right. So he had to defend. Why he had to defend with the guys that he had to defend with? Because of what?
I'm saying Bomac.
No, just answer my question. Question. When he defended his 47 title, he had to defend with those guys because of what?
What do you mean? Because he was.
Oh my God! It's a simple answer.
They wouldn't fight him. He wants you to say because they wouldn't fight him.
On the other side of the street.
Because they wasn't on the
trying to get around the question.
You heard what he said? Because they wasn't on the PBC? Stop it, bro. You see what I mean?
But anybody else on the panel, can y'all answer that question?
I can, Bomac. It's because it's because they were on the other side of the street, Bomac. That's what.
Okay.
Alleged other side.
Alleged other side, y'all. Please stop with this other side of the street nonsense. Clarence McClain, my brother, salute. Stop with the other side. Listen, Wilder and Fury got made. They were on the opposite sides of the street. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You see what happens when you just let people talk?
And the whole time, Bud was asking for all those guys. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
Right.
Bud did ask for all those guys. But I mean, you said he fight who available. Jerome Boots Ennis available.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now you heard Ness hit that record scratch. Two things. Ness starting trouble, but he brought up a name which could be perceived as valid. Y'all know what perceived is, right? Just Google it. You know, I'm not trying to give y'all a dictionary this morning.
How many times Bud done told y'all Boots and turned the fight down?
Uh-oh.
Why you want to go back? Why is Bud got to go back and go fight those guys?
Who's the A side between Boots and Bud? Let me help y'all out. It's Bud. It's always been Bud. We may think it's a good fight, but Bud is the A side. That's number one. Number two, Bud is fighting at 168. Stop it. Stop it. Why does Bud have to go back to 54-47 just to please a couple of cats out of Philadelphia? For what? Boots had an opportunity. Boots turned the fight down. And for those of you that are saying, hey, man, you know, I don't think so. Hey, I want to give y'all something to think about. And this is not a shot at Boots. Now we finding out by way of the business, he also turned down Teofimo Lopez. A fight that I picked him to beat. I picked him to destroy Teofimo. He turned that down. Gerard Harlem in the building. Salute. He turned it down. Why? Because Boots is over there dealing with Eddie Hearn. David Scott, my brother, salute. If I missed you. He's over there goofing around with Eddie Hearn. Every time. Come on, man. First of all, he went over there to Eddie. We was like, what are you doing? Yeah, he smoked Lima, but how many of us, honestly, man, how many of us knew who Lima was? I mean, I saw the name before, but I can't say that I've watched him fight. What was the element of danger fighting Lima? You know what the element of danger was? We didn't know who he was. We could have had a first round knockout moment, which we had, or we could have had a Ricardo Mayorga, Vernon Forrest moment, where it's like, hello, this is Lima. This is Lima. We didn't know he was nice like that. He had Lima looking like, you know, worldwide. What was it? Worldwide of Sports Agony of Defeat. Y'all remember that? The agony of defeat. Had Lima looking like that in a boxing ring. Remember when dude illed out on the fucking the ski jump? Agony of defeat. That's how Boots had Lima in the ring. Agony of defeat. You gotta be kidding me. Now y'all want Bud to stop whatever he's doing, which is either retirement, according to Bernie. Bernie told us Bud's done. And I want him to be done because I don't want him to deal with shit like this. Don't give him nothing, bro. Don't give him anything. Don't give him anything. Cool. You're going out. You done beat their $1 million baby who's bankrupt, what? How many? With 3 companies? And nobody talks about that. Because Canelo's getting what he's worth, right? Let's see. Errol Spence cleans up his side of the street. At least him and Errol, and Bud were major contemporaries. Bud comes out on top. All we asking Canelo do is, at this point in the last, 4 years? Yo, just fight David Benavidez. He flat out said no. Not, oh, you know, he's on drugs or, you know, he just told us no. He comes in too big and no. But think back when Floyd Mayweather just wanted Olympic-style drug testing, something I might talk about tomorrow. Because who was in the chat wanting to talk about that? Rod Neal, salute. D, what up? Two of my brothers wanted to talk about that. And I wanted to, I'll talk about it tomorrow. Manny Pacquiao was allegedly on drugs, right? Floyd said, I just want to make sure I take OSDT. And for 4 years, going on 5, it was a circus, and Floyd was the villain for that. Floyd was the villain. And I'm like, nah. Then Manny wanted all of these stipulations, and Floyd agreed to all of them. He just wanted one. He said OSDT. And Floyd was the villain in that. Remember? And then when Manny decides to take the drug testing, Aaron, what up? Y'all niggas want to act like y'all ain't know what happened. But I remember you two very clearly saying, well, if Floyd's defense is so great, Manny's not going to hit him, right? So he should fight him. It shouldn't matter if he's on drugs. Huh? And it's deeper than a racial thing. You had a bunch of knuckle draggers in America that hated Floyd. They just wanted to see him get his in the ring. And Floyd never gave it to them. Never. And if y'all think Manny could beat him today, you're still wrong. It's going to be the same shit. In fact, Manny looked a little awkward and he looked a lot slower than he did when he fought Floyd versus Barrios. Floyd's still sharp. Floyd might knock him out. So y'all go ahead and root for this rematch if you want. It's only for views. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care if Floyd gets stopped. I don't care if Manny gets stopped. It's been done. I don't care. All of these young guns coming up. Bud accomplished something great. He played the business position. He generated compliance. And he beat the dude that the public put on a pedestal. And I said didn't even deserve to be there. I said, win or lose, just give us Benavidez. And he said no. And still was making $100 million a fight. He said, fuck Benavidez, man. I'm going to give y'all Avni Yildirim. I'm going to give you Liam Calum and all these other dudes. And no, I'm not going to. You'll never get Benavidez. He only has to offer his additional 20 pounds on fight night. How much did Edgar Berlanga weigh on fight night versus Canelo? I heard it was like 198. Benavidez moves up to 175. And when he rehydrated, he was about 5 pounds lighter than Berlanga was at 68. So what are we talking about here? Why isn't anyone saying, hey, man, if Canelo's defense is so good, Benavidez won't touch him. So make the fight. Y'all never do that to those guys. The only cats I see talking about Bud jump down to 40, back down to 47, whatever. You guys hated this dude, man. You guys need to just remain silent. Stop, man. Stop. I want Bud to hang it up. Keep dancing your merengue. Take your samurai classes. You could do anything you want. Get into a rocket ship. Go to the moon. You could do anything. I want him to take a picture with Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky. For real. Pro Stars 2025. Bud did it his way. Instead of celebrating the brother, there's a lot of brothers just cutting him down. There's a few things you could critique. I'm just telling you, I refuse to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I know when to shut up and get on code. But let's get back to this dude, Two-Tone, whom I don't know. Y'all know him. I don't know him. Now he in here talking about Boots. Wow.
Why Bud got to go back? When they offered him to fight, he said no. I think it was twice. Why he got to go? Okay, you missed your shot.
So Boots ducked Bud twice. Okay. Let's just deal with the information that they're giving. Let's just not even deal. Let's just listen to it.
You missed your opportunity. You missed the money. That goes along for anybody else that's in the game. They just said that about Muay Thai. Now he got to fight Cruz because what? He missed opportunity to defend his title or against somebody or his volunteer. Now he got to go fight his mandatory. He could have had the bag on November the 22nd. He could have had the bag. But what he do? He waited it out. Now look at him. Now he got to fight. He got to fight because Eddie Hearns won the purse bid, so he got to fight him. But he had an opportunity. Come on, dog.
Hey,
Come on, man. Come on.
Right now, Bomac, Bud Crawford is the face of boxing.
We know that, man. Don't. What he's doing, he's patronizing us right now, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Legacy the Great, salute to you, brother. I'm gonna put it back up as soon as this video's done. I appreciate that. I work hard. Thank you so much. It's sort of like he's upset that Bud is the face of boxing, and there's always been a problem when people say, "Oh, this guy's the face of boxing." We have to be careful of putting that on people. Who's the face of boxing? It was up in the air with Canelo, but he had a contemporary who he refused to fight, and Tank Davis, who had at least 15 people he didn't fight. I'll put the picture up if you want to see it again. But why are they the face of boxing? Because when I say face of boxing, someone that brings eyes to the sport, and while they're doing that, they're not only making their money in the process, because that's something that these little YNs want to talk about, and YNs and women want to talk about the money this person makes, but they are in good standing with the sport of boxing. They're getting credit from all of their peers. They're not in trouble chronically outside the ring. And they're in active pursuit of being the best by fighting their contemporaries. I don't see Canelo doing that. I don't see Tank doing that. So Bud beat Canelo. That made him the face? No, man. Bud always been better than Canelo. By way of actions. Actions speak louder than words. I'm sure y'all have heard that before. Brothers, maybe your girl done told you that. You're like, baby, why you acting that way? Well, actions speak louder than words. You say you love me, but you ain't take me on a date in like 2 years? 2 years, brother? You better keep doing the same thing you did to get her, because you will lose her. Sidebar. That's why I tell y'all niggas, if you met her and you was 205 pounds, I know genetics and everything else, we gain a little weight. Please, man, keep your shit in shape. Don't get no heavier than maybe 215. Try and remain the same person you was when you met her. If you took her out, every now and again, take your lady out. Tell her you love her. Please stay in shape. I know Father Time's undefeated. There's only so much you can do. But try and remain to be the same person you was when you met her, because she'll be the first to let you know when you get lazy. Ladies, same shit goes for you. If you was $140 when you met her, I know kids and everything else, gravity takes those boobs to the core of the earth, but do your best to stay in shape. And that's just a little pep talk for y'all, for everybody. But boxing, please. Don't try and patronize me and saying, look, Bud's the face of boxing. He's been better than goddamn Canelo. Yeah, Kev, that's what I just said, brother. Absolutely. He been better than Canelo. That's been proven. I looked at Errol Spence. Errol was working. He cleaned up his side of the street and then went to Bud, and it didn't work out. But at least he did it. Canelo won't even do it. Oh, but Canelo went up to 75 twice. I don't care. He fought Kovalev because he knew he was coming off of a tough fight with Anthony Yard. He fought Bivol because the fight prior, Bivol looked like crap. And he said, let me try and go up there and snatch that WBO, because he didn't want no Beterbiev work, because Beterbiev would have walked him down and stopped him. And that was an easy fight to make, WBC champion. So this dude was running around trying to legacy pad. And I was telling y'all this. Canelo was never better than a lot of fighters. He ain't better than Benavidez. He ain't better than Bud Crawford. There's a few guys he'd have lost to. But you let his fans tell it he was the best thing since sliced bread. Don't tell me that this guy was the face. Because when I was on here keeping it a stack with him, I was getting met with Mayate. Now the darkest Mayate in boxing put belt to ass, and Canelo saying, we have to accept what happened. And his fans are still up here in y'all feelings. Please stop. And now I got the Mayate. Oh, he need to go down and fight Bud. No, he don't. I mean, he need to go down and fight Boots. No, he don't. Boots blew it. Put the names in the chat that Boots could have fought and ended up fighting Lima. Put the names in the chat. Go ahead. PJ, salute. Shemaine, salute. Because Boots is nice with it, but I'm annoyed now. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Come on. There's at least 3 names he could have fought. Right now, all you have with Boots is fandom and a wing and a prayer. You're not going to get what you want. He's over there goofing around with Eddie Hearn, who happens to be the worst matchmaker in the history of mankind. He got AJ beat in New York. He got AJ beat. He didn't know what he was doing. If he did the homework, Jeff Sparks, salute. If he did his homework, he'd have said, no, because Andy was coming off of a fight, so he was still hot. He should have looked at that Parker fight and said, whoa, hold on. Not him. That little fat boy could put paws on this dude. No. There you go, Darryl. There you go, Stormy. See? Come on, man. Does Bacrum even have anything lined up yet? No, but what promoters do is they protect their best interest. And what Eddie Hearn is doing is he's mystifying the whole process by saying, hey, I'm putting him in Philadelphia. I don't care, man. Give me quality. I don't care where he's fighting. That's why I said, man, I think he's lining them up for Conor Benn. I know he said it out loud. No, he's not fighting Conor Benn. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Y'all believe that. They're gonna end up in the same goddamn ranking somehow, and out of nowhere at the O2 Arena, Boots versus Conor Benn. Watch. If he loses to Eubanks in the rematch, watch. Hey, this is going to be a good bounce back. It's going to be do or die. If he loses this one, Ben is out. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. Watch what I tell you, man. Watch what I tell you. So now this dude is talking about, now he got to go down to 54 and fight Boots. Let's hear what's said.
Bud Crawford to complete the Mayweather trifecta.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And give a hungry young lion an opportunity.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What else Bud got to prove in this game? What else
A
do we got to
hungry young
prove in this
lion?
game?
A hungry young lion?
A hungry young lion. You see that? You see those names? Boots could have fought all three of those guys. Why Bud got to do anything? He just dethroned Canelo Alvarez. Thank you, party. Says Bakram he's fighting Josh Kelly. Okay, that's a dub for Bakram. And I say that respectfully for Josh Kelly. I'm just picking Bakram. That dude's a murderer. In this boxing, Josh can go in there and knock somebody's head off, but I just don't see it. So is it clear that this dude, Boots, this dude is a Boots fan? Is he from Philly, by the way? Yeah, thank you, Daryl. I was about to go there. Y'all remember when Keith Thurman was next up one time? When he had the cornrows? And we were like, yo, that could be fight number 50 right there. That could be fight number 50. Remember that? Diana Salute Queen. Remember that? Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. Everyone subscribe here. Gotta be subscribed to Blue Blood. So I ain't even got to tell y'all. Hey, Blue. I'm sure you heard this. Is this brother from Philly? By the way, because I don't know. Snacks, what up, Snacks? I mean, what is he talking about? Now Bud got to come all the way down to 54 to entertain a young lion when Boots had all of that meat on the plate and he just left it at the smorgasbord? Dapper Don, salute. I don't understand, but I'm going to let him talk.
He didn't have them. He didn't gave all those guys.
Who?
He gave those guys the opportunity, but those guys passed it up. So I'm going to go back and say, okay, all right, then. Go ahead. I'm going to give you another opportunity after they didn't email you my belt. Come on, dog.
Nah. This is 2025 October. Jerron Boots Ennis just destroyed Lima Bean. Bud Crawford's the face of boxing, and Bud right now is only
listen. But hey, Boots had his chance. Boot had his chance to make some good money. No, I don't know what he making. I ain't gonna say he making pennies and shit, but he had his opportunity to fight, but he passed it up, brother. That's just like if Bud wanted to fight.
Tone from Arizona? What is this fascination? You know what? It's not a fascination with Boots. Tone just a hater, man. Based off of what I'm seeing, this is the first time I'm seeing this dude. He's just a hater. This is crazy.
Canelo, and Canelo called out Bud, and Bud passed on it, and then tried to come back and fight Canelo. Canelo say no. He had his chance.
Hold on a second, y'all. Hello. Sorry, I had to take that. Yeah, I don't know Tone. This is the first time I'm even like listening to him. But this is amazing work. Let me get back to it. I'm sorry, I had to take that call.
You're not seeing it like that because you so anti against Bud. Now you want to try to put the goalposts back and say, "Oh, let Boots get his chance." Boots had a chance. Virgil Ortiz had his chance. Now you want to push it back. Well, give him another chance. Give him another chance. Man, hell with him. I'm
curious if Bomac right now at this interview, Tim TV salute. What if Bomac said right at this interview said, okay, Boots is next, but Boots got to come to 68. What would Tone and all of Boots fans say? I'm going to tell you what they would say. Why he got to come up? Why he got to come up? Why can't they meet at 60? Boots just got the 54. Bud is at the full 68. No, y'all just told us that Bud was too small for 68 and Canelo was going to knock him out. I said, nah. And again, Bud is the A side. If he wants that smoke, Woke, what up? If he wants to smoke, go to 68. Y'all keep saying Boots is bigger than perceived anyway. See what I'm saying? If Boots wants it, he can go to 68, and then maybe 88 Sports Talk, salute. Maybe. Outside of that, nah, man. What? Y'all acting like Boots. I mean, y'all like Bud went to 68 and had a pot belly with love handles, like he struggled to make the weight. You remember when Oscar went up to 60 and he fought Felix Sturm and he took the robe off and he had love handles? I said, uh-oh. The hand speed was there, but Felix Sturm wasn't feeling anything. And I thought Felix Sturm won that fight. I thought he won the fight. But they were setting up the B-Hop versus Oscar fight. So they gave it to Oscar, and Oscar got in the ring with B-Hop, and he grew into the weight a little bit, looked a little better with his shirt off, but, you know, he got stopped with a body shot. Fought it in the ring and all that. Couldn't beat the count. I don't recall them being an uproar for Oscar being too small. Yeah, Thomas, Oscar did better versus Bernard Hopkins. But I thought Stern beat him. It's on YouTube. You could watch it. Felix Stern. Don't watch the highlights. Watch the whole fight. Felix Stern versus Oscar De La Hoya. That lined up the Hopkins fight. Oscar looked crazy out of shape. And Felix was punching on him with a jab. Luckily, he wasn't a killer and stalked him. But he was hitting him with a jab. And he lumped his head up. And he said, yeah, man, Oscar needs to leave the sport and never return. So I don't understand, you know, this right here is just an example of a fanatic just wanting Bud to get beat. Listen, man, it's okay to be a fan, you know, of a fighter. But if your fighter missed the boat, he missed the boat. I got respect for Boots. But these last couple of fights, I'm like, oh, come on, bro. You could have fought Tio. You could have fought Devin. You could have fought Bakram. You could have fought Bud. You declined it twice. What's going on, bro? And then you giving me Lima? I didn't ask for this. But you let his fan base tell it this. Oh, well, you know, he's trying to get his money. Okay, man, but how much of that getting money am I supposed to deal with? Okay, cool. How about this? When he fights somebody, yeah, he could have fought Norman too. That was a big thing. When he fights somebody, that's when I pay attention. Everything else, I'm just not going to care about. And then you got the weirdos that celebrate his bank account that don't get a dime from it. And that's why I say you guys are weird. You just don't want to see someone you support for whatever reasons you support them. Faggot. Faggot. You just don't want to see them put in the mix. This is boxing. At some point, all of my favorite fighters that I've supported have gotten the business in the ring. There's no getting around it. There's no getting around it. But whether they're still active or retired, guess what? I'm still here watching the sport. It should be an honor for any fighter to get my attention. Because I'm a real supporter. I'm not going to talk about your family. I'm not going to talk about your jewels. I'm not going to talk about your tattoos, your hair. I want to talk about that work you put in the gym and how you translate it into a boxing ring and a professional fight. How about that? I'm the supporter you want. Fighters be like, oh, man, everybody be in your business. But you putting your business out on social media. You kids are retarded. Everybody be in your business. Man, shut up. Go back to school. Read a book.
The hell with them.
Coach, didn't Earl spin the block again? Didn't Earl spin the
With
block
who?
again?
Errol spun the block. They were both at 47. What? Oh God. Okay.
With Bud.
With who? Who he spin the block with? Who he spin the block with?
You heard that? That's Ness pressing that button, man. I want y'all to understand. He's co-signing something or he's instigating. These are just little tricks I'm putting y'all up on.
With Bud.
Bud walked up to him and challenged him. What are you talking about? Bud walked up to him and challenged him and said, I want you. What are you talking about, brother?
But Bomac, he talking about when Bud specifically walked away and went to fight Avanesian. It was Earl that spun that block back.
Listen,
They're talking about when they were in the same weight class. Come on now. Come on. Come on. They were both at 47. Boots at oh my God, it wasn't even too long ago. He could have fought 4 top guys, including Bud. He didn't do it. He gave you 2 Karen fights, Stanionis, and Lima. You feel me? Crazy work, but I'm gonna let them talk.
Negotiations fell apart, partner. Only reason why the negotiations got back together is because Bud initiated the fight. He initiated the fight. Did Errol initiate the fight? I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't know. Bud had to school Errol about the fight, about what he needed to do in order for it to get the fight, because he didn't know. See, y'all don't know that. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all don't know Bud held Errol's hand through the.
Now that's news to me. I didn't know that until I heard it. I can't deny, confirm it. I don't know. Bomac is saying it. I don't know. I'm not calling Bo a liar. I'm telling you, I don't know. Fair enough? There's gonna be people telling me, oh, he lying. I'm telling you, I don't know. All right, fair enough. But let's continue.
Negotiations said, listen here, do this and do that. Y'all don't know that. All y'all see is this, Bud this, Bud that, Errol this, Errol that. Y'all don't see that. That's all y'all, man, please do. Stop hating on Bud. Stop hating on him. The man that proved this point over and over and over and over again. You always going to be that one type of person that's going to say, man, well, Bud didn't need to do this. Well, Bud didn't need to do that. You that type of person, partner. I promise you that.
Nah, coach. Nah.
I just want to point something out, though. I'm going to tell you 2 things I don't like. All right? And I'm not even going to say respectfully. There's just certain things that I pick up when I see people. You know how I always say it's important to look at people in the face. I don't have my camera on Monday through Friday because, I'm out of bed. I take a shower or whatever. I just, y'all know how I look. It's like, whatever, man. But, you know what I picked up immediately with this two-tone fellow right here? Why the fuck does he have a picture of Goodfellas up there? You know that's annoying. Big Joe Townsend, Harvey M, salute. You know that's annoying? That's distracting. Why does he have a picture of New York, the Brooklyn Bridge, and the New World Trade up there? That could be in a memorial to him. He may have known someone in the towers. Okay, I get it. But he got 2 fitteds hung up behind there. I don't know what that's about. That's why I was asking, where was he from? Because cats in Arizona, they don't really have like accents you could pick up on where it's like, oh man, you from Arizona. Nah. Mississippi, yes. LA, yes. Parts of California, yes. New York, yes. Philly, yes. Baltimore, yes. Miami, yes. Anywhere in Texas, yes. But Arizona is like that shade of gray. I don't know. Why the fuck does this black man have a picture of Goodfellas behind him? You don't love the movie that much. Jay Williams, salute. You don't love the movie that much. Why does he have that there? Look, man, that was enough of this gangster idol worshiping. And of all people, that was an Italian mob movie. Act in the building, salute. Yeah, I like the movie too, but not enough to put it in my scenery. You feel me? What message are you sending? This brother Two-Tone. Do you know real Italian mobsters will call you a fucking moolie to your face and they don't fuck with you? Hell, they don't even fuck with like, come on, man, I ain't gonna get into it. I know Italians. There's colorism there too. Sicilians, they look at strange. Do you know why? They're the descendants of Moors. When they stay out in the sun a little too long, they get a little tan. Sicilians have nappy hair. Who's the dude from Second City? Remember that old show, Second City? He used to come on like it was like a Saturday Night Live kind of thing. Who's the dude on there? Oh, matter of fact, I think he was in Goodfellas. Y'all remember American Pie, the father? The father in American Pie with the glasses? You see his hair? Okay. I don't want to get too deep on y'all. But why this brother got Goodfellas behind him? What does that represent? What do you want me to know about you? Jason Williams says he calls himself Two Tones. He wishes he was a second tone. Probably. I don't know him. There's just things that I looked at and I said, whoa, like the sister right here on the left. I see Bob Marley back there. I see some female sculptures behind her. To me, she's giving out that she's in touch with, I'm assuming she's probably West Indian, or she appreciates what Bob Marley's music brought to the world. She's in touch with her femininity. She's not on here showing cleavage, and I don't even know who she is. But if she clicked the link and I saw that, I'm like, okay, she's no fool. I might not agree with her boxing opinion, but she's no fool, and I wouldn't peg her to be out here twerking and be profane. You see what I'm talking about? Look at Ness. Automatically subscribe to Boxing Scene Podcast. Oh, I have a boxing podcast. This is what I do. I know boxing. Boom. Now I look at Two-Tone and I see New York and Goodfellas, and I'm listening to him talk. I'm like, where is he from? I don't know. Arizona? What do you want me to know about you, brother? If you know what movie I liked? I love New Jack City. It came out when I was in high school. There's a lot of one-liners in there. It's a part of my young adulthood. If I were to put a picture of gangsters, mythical gangsters on my wall, it would be the CMB. Nino Brown and them. G Money, the Dutta Man. What do you want me to know about you, bro? And then I hear you talking to Bomac like this? Why are you talking like Bud needs to prove more? You beat Canelo, but you ain't beat Boots. What the fuck has Boots done? Uh-oh. Whoa! Go! And he had an opportunity to at least fight Devin, fight Brian Norman, fight Teofimo Lopez. I get Stanionis, Karen Twice, and Lima Bean, as Tone called it. See what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You gotta be real careful when these brothers talk. You gotta be real careful.
Coach, no. Heavy is
Nah,
the
man,
head.
stop, man. Stop.
Heavy is the head
Stop,
that wears
brother.
the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Hold on. Canelo fought Triple G 3 times.
Oh my God. Yikes. 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 Now you want to critique how Bud went about his business. Okay, you're entitled to that. But the first thing he says was Canelo fought Triple G 3 times. Let's review those 3 times. The first time he was supposed to fight Triple G, he dropped the belt. And he said, Mauricio, I'll do what I want when I want to do it. And he dropped the belt. That's what he did. Then when he fought Triple G the first time, he fought to a draw. And a lot of people say, hey, man, I think Triple G won that fight. Okay, you're entitled to that. Okay. Canelo fought him a second time. I think he beat Triple G comfortably. I'll give him that. And then what happened? He popped dirty, which put a shade on everything he did up to that point, and still never admitted it. And then tells us the Triple G fight is out of my system. I know he wants it, but I'm not doing it. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. Goes up to fight Bivol, gets his ass kicked, and then comes back down to 68 and pulls Triple G up to 68, not from 60, pulled him up. And for the third time, after lying and saying it was out of system, he didn't want to do it. But if you let Two Tone tell it, he fought him 3 times. You see what I'm talking about? You see why what we do here is important? You see why? Because a casual will just look at the goddamn box rec and say, oh, well, he fought to a draw and then beat him twice. No! There's a lot of things in between that happened. You judging a book by its cover. This is why what we do here is important. You see? But let's let him talk. But this is a guy, y'all said he's a hater. I don't know him. But this is a guy that'll have 100,000 subscribers because he's saying a lot of things that are anecdotal to people that just want to hear it. If you want to hate on Bud, come to my channel. You want to hate on Devin, come to my channel. You want me to side with Queensberry and shit on Al Heyman, come to my channel. I don't shit on Al Heyman. I'm just saying, hey, man, if you're going to get out the sport, this is a great time to do it. If you want to talk up Tank when he's not doing shit, come to my channel. See what I mean?
Canelo fought Laura. We still want
Canelo fought Lara. Tell me how that fight. Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to let him talk.
him to run the squabble with David Benavidez. What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on.
What are you talking about? Still want him to run the squabble with David Benavidez. What are you talking about?
He still wanted to win the squabble with David Benavidez. Why is he, language is important. Why is he calling it a squabble? Why are you not talking about why Canelo won't fight David Benavidez? Why are we not talking about how he should have fought David instead of Bud? And instead of losing to Benavidez, something that the public would have embraced and said, well, at least it was David, and at least it's another Latino he could pass the torch to. He lost to the Mayate that came up from 47. And you gave him an opportunity, and he took it and ran with it and made history. Talk about that. But you want to come up here and tell Bomac something? Don't talk to me about running it with Benavidez. Run it. You had 2 fights at 175, man. Put a rehydration clause on him. Don't act like you can't do that. Just say, hey, man, on fight night, don't come in no heavier than 175. He didn't want to do it because David is too big and too active. And they've been watching that kid for a decade. And they said, man, when he comes up, we got to be gone. And I'll be damned. But you played yourself. You ducked Benavidez, and by the way, once upon a time, he said he wouldn't fight Bud Crawford because he wouldn't get accredited. Remember when he said that? Bud also said, man, you know, there's weight classes for a reason. Then here come Bill. Yo, you can fight that guy and beat him. And then he said, you know what? Then he sized him up and said, yo, I could beat this dude. So instead of fighting Benavidez, you fought Bud. And you played yourself. And Canelo, low-key, he really wants his fan base to shut the hell up. Because between his machismo and trying to please you idiots, he gonna fuck around and get himself killed. Other than a Bud rematch, he don't need to be in there with Benavidez because he'll get beat up. That's what'll happen. He's lucky Bivol is not Beterbiev. Beterbiev is a killer. Bivol is not. Bivol is just a boxer. Beterbiev is a killer. Benavidez has that same DNA. If he even smells you hurt, he going to get you. And Canelo knows that. His fan base is in the business. A lot of them are in the business justifying the duck. Do me a favor. Shelton, do me a favor. Screenshot this and send it to me. This is all going in the file. Thank you, Tone. Because this is what myself and a lot of black content creators are dealing with. And I'm talking about content creators that got 200,000 subs. 200,000 subs. Strange how I'm finding out that they all are having the same problem. And I'm like, nah, it's not you, brothers. Brothers, sisters, people of melanin. Oh, yeah, it's all of us. Strange. See that? See that? Hen Dog, I'm going to need those if you could send those to me on the DM. I'd appreciate it. Yep. And the latest thing is YouTube, they're having a problem. I just got a notification, and salute to Cali. He sent it to me. Let me read this to you. I'm going to get back to this guy, Two-Tone, in a second. Let me read it to you. Thank you, Shelton. Appreciate that. Temporary issues accessing YouTube support. If you're experiencing delays when trying to reach our chat and email support team, we are aware and actively investigating the issue to resolve it as soon as possible. You can follow along for our updates here, and it's highlighted in blue. If you contact us, you may notice longer than normal wait times. Now, just a few days ago, did I not say that this was not only happening to small content creators like myself, but the guys that have guys like Blue Blood, guys that have the silver YouTube placard, not going live and notifications not going out, people getting blacklisted off of their chats, wrenches disappearing. And I said, wait a minute, wait. Something's not right. And I did a little investigating. And I told y'all I reached out to some people, right? Come to find out, I say, what do they all have in common? We're all the same color. We don't know each other. It's not only boxing, it's travel. I think certain religious channels, just, other different channels. But one thing we all had in common is that we're all black. And now all of a sudden, the support system is overloaded that they can't talk to everybody right away. Uh-oh. Y'all think I'm playing. It's not on your time, it's on God's time. Just because I don't talk about it as much, that don't mean I'm not moving and shaking behind the scenes. They done fucked up now. There are people in place at Google that are fans or haters of things that we talk about. Can you imagine someone with an evil spirit looking at your content and saying, yo, you know what? I love the fighter that he's critiquing. I'm gonna make sure his notifications don't go out, so no one will know that he's live. No one will know that he's live. I'm gonna start unsubbing people. I'll get 5 subs in 3 days, and then 7 days later, those subs will disappear. And when I asked them, I said, listen, what's that about? oh, those are people leaving. No, it's not. And I ain't going to say how I found out. Because I reached out to some various subs too. And I asked this person, it so happened to be a woman, and I asked her, I said, did you unsub for me just by chance? Because I'm trying to improve my content. I want to know, what did I do to make you unsubscribe, or I need to clean up my content. I want to make sure that everyone is comfortable. Turns out the person I was talking to was a woman. And she responded, no, Drew, I didn't unsubscribe from you. I said, well, you disappeared. She got back to me and said, no, I didn't unsub. Wow. And I said, well, sister, when did you sub? And she told me when she subbed. Didn't see her. She unsubbed like a month prior. And I was just throwing rocks in the ocean, like, let me see something. These subs I keep getting subs, and then they keep unsubbing people. And I know there's nobody that subs to you because they like a live stream that you did, and then double back and say, you know what, not for me, and then unsub in a week. It don't work like that. They really don't. I'm still subscribed to people that haven't put up content in 10 years. You know, out of sight, out of mind. I'm like, oh shit, well, man, I wonder what, I hope that person's okay. There you go. And guess what, LaRon? Guess what, LaRon? I shared your video. And as of this morning, I got my brother Callie sent me a notification that they're having problems responding to people via YouTube. Coincidence? When you put out your video, I shared it, and I reached out to certain content creators that have nothing to do with boxing. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is it's black content creators. And when the time comes, they're going to have to prove that it's not what it is. No problem, LaRon. We all family. If you want to see my channel act a fool, go back to when I was talking about Ryan Garcia last year. My channel was skipping. I'm emailing StreamYard like, what's good with y'all? I'm paying y'all damn near $50 a month. They're like, it's not us. I'm contacting YouTube, or we don't know what you're talking about. I said, y'all yanked the whole live stream off in mid live stream. I didn't even get a strike. What the fuck was that? We don't see anything on our end. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're lying. Now you're lying. I had like 700 people. No, it wasn't 700. It was like 500 though. I was cooking. They just yanked the shit off the air. No strike, no nothing. You gonna tell me that you don't have somebody at Google watching my content with the stroke of a button? You can just do that? And the stream vanished. Or you thought it did, because I have it. Because I was doing it. And see, and let me tell you, content creators, never use YouTube's live stream system to go live. I mean, if you're doing something quick in the car, whatever, but I wouldn't recommend it. Stop being cheap, pay the money, and go with a third party. Melon, StreamYard, anything. Anything. Yeah, Mark, that one too. Anything. You know why? Because when it uploads directly to your hard drive. To the app backs it up, and you got to save it to your hard drive. Yeah, Ecamm, use anything because it backs it up. I'm still live. I'm back right. Back it up. Because I'm telling you, YouTube fucked up doing that. I was talking. Shelton texted me. He says, yo, you ended your live? I said, nah. And I looked up. I said, oh, 0. I said, what the fuck did I do? I said, man, don't tell me I got a strike. I didn't do anything. No strike, nothing. And I started the next live. The next live is there. It's called You Can't Stop Me. Go to my page and put it in. Put You Can't Stop Me. That live is there. The one prior, YouTube don't know what I'm talking about. See that? Meet Biz 3. Of course, they doing all kinds of stuff. But I said all that to say this. They'll let guys like Two-Tone, they'll let him eat. They'll let knuckle draggers like Showbiz, they'll let him eat. And everybody else that's, you know, shucking and jiving and, you know, doing one of these. Yeah. I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. And this is all relevant to what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I refuse to drag Bud. Are there things that you can critique? Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. There's too much on Canelo that I can't ignore. And what this dude Two-Tone tried to do. What he tried to do was use Canelo as the standard to make Bud do something that he doesn't need to do. But there was nothing but space and opportunity for Boots to be great. He refused to do it. He put his career in the lap of Eddie Hearn, and what Eddie Hearn did was he gave you 2 fights with Cameron, Stanionis, and Lima. Will St. Clair, my brother, salute. So let's hear what this dude has to say.
What are you talking about?
Hey, listen, that's him. That's him. That's Canelo. Canelo can do what the fuck he want to do, partner. He didn't prove himself in the game. He proved that the motherfucker got million. He probably a billionaire by now. He can do what he want to do in the game. Bud got to a point to where he can do what he want to do. He can do what he want to do. He can fight who he want to fight. He can go fight fucking. He could go fight your ass next week and still get paid.
Y'all turn into the very thing that y'all hate. Y'all turn into the very thing that y'all hate.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
When Bud Crawford was on the lower scale, y'all was saying, oh, they doing Bud wrong. Now that y'all at the top, y'all doing the same shit that y'all hate. When did Bud become bigger than the program? Canelo ain't bigger than the program.
Listen. Bud fought his way up to the top. Didn't nobody give Bud shit. He had to fight and earn his way to the top. He had to earn his way to where he at right now. Nobody gave him that. Nobody gave him that. You tell anybody else that wants to fight Bud, you get in fucking line. You earn your fucking shot. Whatever the case gotta be.
But Canelo gave him a shot, champ.
You always trying to move the goalposts on Bud. I'm about to end this conversation though.
Do y'all remember Ness's stance on Bud? Do y'all remember Ness's stance on Canelo? Just go back and review it. I'm just saying. I remember a lot of shit, and I'm just being respectful. Juice, what up? I'm just being respectful. I ain't gotta violate anybody. I don't need to. But a lot of y'all go to different places. I'm not mad at y'all. Get your news where you want to, I don't tell anyone where to go, but for those of you that frequent the Boxing Voice, do y'all remember his stance on Bud? Coach Hudson in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Coach Hudson, please. Let's get him to 500. Let's do it. If anyone deserves it, it's this brother right here, Coach Hudson. Take a moment. Go subscribe to Coach Hudson. Please do it like now. I appreciate it. Y'all remember his stance on Errol and Bud and Canelo? Do y'all remember his stance? All right, I'm just asking y'all. If you don't remember, you don't remember. Just look it up. Just look it up. That's all I'm asking.
But partner, I want to tell you, you're wrong, man. You're wrong. You're wrong. Every time Bud come out your mouth, it's always negative. You will say good things, but then you'll follow up with something negative that you want to see because you the hater.
That's 100% facts.
You the fucking hater, dog. I promise you that. And I can't believe that the way that you think about another brother, you sad, brother.
Yeah. 100%.
You sad. If I ever see.
Now I want you to pay attention to Two Tone's face after hearing that, and just listen to what he says. I want you to listen to this.
If I ever see you, dog, I'm gonna tell you in your face, you're sad. You're sad. You're sad, dog. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
That sounds very familiar. When Bomac is saying you ought to be ashamed of yourself, how many times y'all heard me say that? These niggas need to be ashamed of themselves for the shit they do. Now look at him. Look at him now. Body language. Where's he looking? He's not looking straight ahead. Before he was looking all, straight and like, yo, what are you talking about? Bomac, this question is blackness. Look at him. Look at him.
And I hope somebody listens to this podcast. I hope somebody listens to this interview to know and put it out there. You're sad, brother. You're sad. You ain't no boxing fan. You're a straight hater.
Yep. Now I want you to listen.
You're a straight hater.
Y'all don't want to fight Boots. I'm sad because y'all ducking Boots. How am I sad because y'all ducking Boots?
Oh, see that? Instead of addressing what Bomac was actually saying, now he want to say, how am I sad because y'all are ducking Boots? Listen to what the fuck he just said. So now he's ducking Boots.
God damn it.
And he left, I think he left the podcast. Okay? So he questioned his blackness that hit him in the heart. You saw it on his face. And then he says, now you're ducking Boots. How am I sad? Because you're ducking Boots. Bomac said, if I see you, I'm going to tell you to your face. You're sad. He ain't saying I won't slap you, nothing like that. He ain't got to be like that. He's going to tell you, yo, you sad, man. You sad. Because, and I'm going here now, as a black person, we need to be on code. We need to protect our black athletes. But there's a level of accountability we need to hold them to. Now, I was pretty accountable holding Boots' feet to the flames when I didn't understand what was going on with the business, and he went on that Instagram live, and I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No, come on. And at no point did I say, yo, Boots is trash. I just didn't understand his business moves. But you know what? From 2023 to right now, I'm satisfied with what Bud has accomplished. He did it his way. He's made his money. I never asked what kind of check he made. You notice I never did no shows about that. Oh yeah, Bud's, he's going to see about 70 million. You never heard me say anything. I'm not a money guy. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I just want these fighters to be treated accordingly. I don't see no Latino fans talking about, yeah, man, El Bud is he's ducking Boots. I don't see that. It's only you niggas doing this. And it's not even true. It's not even true. It's not even true. It's not true. Once Bomac went there, hurt his feelings. When he said, yo, you sad. That's how you knew. When he said you sad, that brother looked down. And his only response was to clap back and saying, how am I sad when you're ducking Boots? Let me tell you something, man. That was a unnecessary blow And it was cowardly because he knows it's not true. He knows that. It's not true. It's not true. But it be your own. It be your own. My only advice to Bomac and Bill and Bernie, well, you know, Bernie seems to like going back and forth, I guess. And Brian Norman Sr., stop going on these fucking podcasts where you're not appreciated, because you know what? They would never talk to Vasily Lomachenko's father like that. They would never. Papa Klitschko, they would never. Never. It's only us. We give these guys time of day. And they come up in there and they say all kinds of crazy shit to Bomac. Is Bomac right all the time? I'm not going to say he is. And like I said, there's things I could have critiqued right here. I asked y'all earlier, yo, what Bomac said, you want me to critique? And I said, you know what? I doubled back and I said, no. I'm not going to give the fools that don't know any ammunition. Because I'm in the business of celebrating this brother. Because none of that shit matters. And that's why I say, if someone could run this to Bud or whatever, hey, Bud, retire. Bernie said you're retiring, retire. Don't give them nothing. Do your samurai classes like you was. I saw you on the gram, good shit. Do your salsa dances on stage. Do your shit. Take care of your kids. You're a wonderful father. That's it. Don't give these clowns shit, because these fool-ass Negroes, they only want to see the worst. They would rather be right than to be on board and saying, hey, man, you know, Bud did something great. Because they have a personal axe to grind. I don't know this dude two-tone, but from what I've seen, I don't care for him. Because that was low. That was low. Phoenix March in that super chat, he says, Cook, man, I'm on a job, good brother. I'm on a job. So for those of you who are just pulling up, the reason why I made this meme was because these three men, that's Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky, in their respective sports, baseball, basketball, hockey, football, they were considered the best of the best. Right now, I want to put Bud amongst them. And I say it jokingly, but I tell y'all in my memes, there's an element of truth. So Bud is welcome into the Pro Stars 2025. Yes. And Bud could do anything he wants to do. He could fight Benavidez if he called for it. He could rematch Canelo if he called for it. He could fight Boots if he called for it. He could fight Bakram if he called for it. Right now, there's a list. There's at least 15 fighters he can call for right now that would mean something. And those fighters would stop what they're doing to fight Bud right now, just to do it. Quick question. What was Two Tone's opinion when he saw that Boots reached out to Team Canelo to help him spar? What the fuck was that? What was that? What was his stance on that? Because I was thoroughly confused, or was I? I said, man, you know what? Okay. All right, man. At first, I was like, why would Canelo reach out to Boots? That's not going to help him with Bud. And then I said, oh, shit. Wait. Boots went over there. And Boots said, well, you know, I'm up there for the experience. What experience? Boots, I think you're more pure of a boxer than Canelo. He can't teach you shit. Let me find out you just went over there for $10,000 and just to get your social media popping. Who the fuck told you to do that? Oh, well, his brother worked. Well, that's his brother. That's not him. Why was you over there, brother, again? Yeah, I don't agree with it. Not in this atmosphere. I don't agree with it. But y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead and do what you do. Go ahead. Go right ahead, man. Go right ahead. These kids today are different, man. These kids today are different. Oh, he was just trolling to that degree. You kids, oh my God, no. No. Go subscribe to my Patreon because I got a lot to say and I promise you I can't say it here. Hey, Joseph, where are you? I was all set for you yesterday. I'm here today. Where are you? I thought you ain't duck no smoke. I thought you wanted to have a conversation. Enoch Bird in that super chat salute. He says CTE. He said sub to my brother Coach Hudson. He said YouTube shadow bans each LDBC channel plus Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, Professor Black, Truth. Philip Scott could get them to join the lawsuit. Shh. Matter of fact, let me take this down, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They have no fucking idea. And magically this morning, they have so much volume that they can't answer all of the calls. Magically. Right. Mm-hmm. Cut the check. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. Like Stormy said, this wasn't meant for us. But everywhere we go, we make it better. Oh, wait, these niggers are making money now? Wait a minute. Not every white boy is... Wait a minute. Jake Paul is an anomaly. What do you mean? What's going on? He got 100,000 subs. Wait a minute. People love him. Wait, okay, no, okay, whoa. What we got to do is we have to change the qualifications to get monetized. Hey, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Wait, I like Ryan Garcia. Why are you always talking about Ryan Garcia? I like it, the tank. Oh, so what are they friends? They so cute. Ah. Let me take 5 subs from him. He won't notice. He's nigga. He's stupid. He mayate. Ain't that right, Drum? Yeah, man. Homo thug. Make it do what it do, Miguel.
What are you, a homo?
All right. Isaac Diaz is asking, are fights determined on biggest tax write-off? I'm really not understanding your questions. Wait, I think I understand what you're trying to ask. Let me just answer it like this. Boxing's corrupt. We don't get a lot of organic outcomes. We've seen it over the few years. But when we've talked about it on our black channels, you know what happens? Shadow ban. They cut our live streams off. No notifications go out. I've never been in Blue Bloods chat where in the first 5 minutes there have been less than 200 people. The last couple of weeks, he's clicked the live button. 10 minutes in, there's 20 people in there. Bullshit. And then when he's asking them what's going on with my notifications, the response that YouTube gave him was, good question, we're checking on it. Swear to God. Swear to God. Documentation beats conversation. Documentation beats conversation. But a guy like Two-Tone, who I just saw him today or yesterday, he's creeping up the subscription base. He's creeping up. His views are going up. Right? Because he stands against everything that we speak on here. And all I want is the fairness of the sport. That's all I want. I want a safe sport. I want a fair sport. I want clean refs, clean judges, clean fighters. That's all I want. But when I watch a pro match like Michael Fox versus whatever that clown's name was, and I saw Michael Fox get to the ring, and they say, "Hey, man, you know, his gloves what was that dude's name that he fought? The Spanish dude, wherever the fuck he was from. Ecuador or some shit. His gloves were skinned. And the ref says, who signed off on these? Gabriel Mastri. Thank you, Andrew. Who signed off on these? You hear someone say, I didn't. But I said, wait a minute. The commission signed off on him in the back. And he got to the ring with the gloves skinned. So someone signed off on it. Nobody was fired. Nobody was reprimanded. The fight still ensued. And Michael Fox whooped his ass. Dropped him too. Gabriel gets the nod, wins the fight. They appeal it. They get back to Michael Fox and says, we've investigated ourselves and we found that we have done no wrongdoing. But meanwhile, one of the judges, Gloria Martinez, that bitch, capital B, female dog, that smut was reprimanded because it was proven that she's racist. She called Michelle Obama a monkey. And she's MAGA, by the way. And they suspended her, slap on the wrist, because she's married to a high official in the WBA. And she went right back into the sport of boxing. I did a video on it. They brought her ass right back. And then when I get on here and talk about shit like that, you think that goes into the algorithm? Watch this, watch this. Am I lying? Not lying. Gloria Martinez. Gloria, how did they get your number? I'm old, y'all. Yeah, this hoe. Her. Yeah, right. Right. When I'm on here talking about shit like this, pull me glove up. Pull me glove up, right? Talking about shit like this. When I'm questioning shit like this. Y'all see that? How the hell Lomachenko was 14-0 with 10 knockouts as if he didn't lose a second pro fight? This is like the second time they did this. But Papa Lomachenko, wouldn't go on any podcast anywhere in the world without them saying, hey, salute to you, Big Lomachenko. We love you. We love your son. How did you get him to fight like that? And everyone it'll be a glorified knee pad session. And no one will be cussing and talking about the franchise status, and no one even ask him about that. Egalitarian salute. None of you ask him about that. It'll be a bunch of respect. Right? Right. Whatever. But anyway, that's why I celebrate Bud. That's why. I ain't gotta listen to ish else. But Bud didn't. Yeah, well, so what? This fighter didn't do it too. I'll move the goalpost right over to somewhere else. Hey, man, Bud didn't. Yeah, well, Canelo didn't. Hey, well, Bud didn't. Yeah, well, Tank didn't. But I'm not talking about them. Yo, I'm talking about them. Well, Bud didn't. Well, everyone doesn't do it. Or everyone does it. Now what? Shut up. Get off his Bud balls. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.